option. I heard you loud and clear. Now I know I'm in my power, and you're not welcome back here. It goes 3, 2, 1. I was seeing through your mask, then I course corrected self. Your manipulative tactics you can play on someone else. What is up, besties? It's your girl, the Karmic DF, back to you again with another video. And this time, to be real with y'all, I am checking my energy and seeing if I can read tarot yet. I think it's been, what, like 3 weeks? Maybe almost a month. Little chit chat real quick. If you've been feeling all of the planets in retrograde and all of that, feel free to let me know what you guys have been going through in the comments. But I swear to God, I have released old situationships, friendships, exes. I cut off some family members because I just toxic's not feeling it. And with like 4 planets in retrograde, it has been hell for me. I swear to God, like my energetic battery, if I'm lucky, it's at a 50%. Like I have been self-care for about a month and I am still exhausted. So this is to test my energy levels. I don't know how long this video is going to last. I don't know how long I'm going to last. I'm doing this because I know a lot of you are still waiting on your private readings. Thank you so much for being patient with me as I go through whatever the hell I'm going through. The stages of grief, mostly sadness and anger, heavy on the anger lately. So my body has just been going through it. Childhood wounds coming up to the surface, exes I've cut off, ex-friendships, just all of it. All at once. I feel like the planets are just forcing us to face shit that we couldn't feel before because it was, unconsciously holding us back. And I'm currently reading this book called The Body Keeps the Score. And it just makes me more so want to focus on healing because I'm already so like ungrounded naturally because of the stress of life and, having Virgo stellium, Gemini moon, it's exhausting. So that's why I've been, MIA. I'm sorry. It sucks for me 20 times worse. I don't know why 20. But it sucks for me. 222. I don't know if you guys are seeing 22, but that popped into my head as well as 33. But anyway, I figure I would do something a little more lighthearted to kind of try and get myself back in the game. So I recently saw that Sloan posted blind items where apparently Selena Gomez wants to break up with Benny Blanco. Doesn't really shock me if you've watched any of the recent videos I've done of her and Benny Blanco. I'm already hearing shout out to the band, the girl that put me in her song. I think her name's Alyssa. Her song's called, or her band is Alchemy. Feel free, if you're hearing this, girl, put your shit in there. Good music. But I hear the song Buyer's Remorse, or the part in her song that says Buyer's Remorse. And by the way, Alchemy is ALCHMY. If you look through my community post, you'll see it. But anyway, so I figured I'd start off with something simple, lighthearted, hopefully. So as always, this is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Thank you to everybody that sits through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page, and it's how I can continue to keep doing these readings. Thank you to everybody that's been watching old videos. I really appreciate that. Just to keep me, I don't want YouTube punishing me for not being online for like 3 weeks to a month. So yeah, and if you want to book a private reading right now, I'm closed because I have to get my own energy up before I can do readings for everyone else. And to those that are waiting, you're going to get extra time as a thank you for being patient. And if we need to change anything, I'll reach out to you the moment my energy's back online. This is a test run. I have no idea how it's going to go. I don't even know if this is going to set me backwards. So let's all manifest that I'm going to get my energy back. So all right, what is going on with Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez, all alleged and for entertainment purposes only? Does she want to break up with him? What is the relationship like right now? I keep hearing the song from that band. It's called Buyer's Remorse. Blech, Buyer's Remorse. You should go and let karma run its course, I think is how the lyrics go. All right, so what's going on? Inner conflict. New beginning. Well, I tell you one thing, they're fighting, and I've been seeing that forever. I feel like Benny feels like Selena's unhinged, is what I just heard. I don't think he can handle her bipolar disorder. I'm going to be honest. I think he wants things to be, because I'm hearing slow ride, take it easy. So I think he wants this to work, but I don't feel like it's for the right reasons. Come on. Don't get me wrong. I love Benny Blanco's music that he's put out. I love the song East Side, but we talk about him way more now that he's dating Selena Gomez. But
Didn't Selena, there was an interview where she had said that she's waiting for someone, this was before they were in a relationship, where she was like, I'm manifesting a man that blah, 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 blah. It's reminding me of like an accidental manifestation. It's like, and here's the thing, I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, especially when you do the healing journey. We will want a relationship before we can really handle something that's healthy and sustainable. And so I think, and I said this before in one of my earlier videos, that Benny was meant to trigger the old Justin Bieber wounds that Selena never dealt with. That's happening. And so, and I don't even know if she's conscious of this. It's more of like a, yeah, I'm hearing the song, how you gonna act like that? I think she thought that because, oh no, I've done this. I'm gonna be honest. Oh God, Selena, I see you, girl. You know how like, you date the good-looking guys, but they don't have the personality to back it up, and so they treat you like shit, they gaslight you, love bomb you. I kind of feel like Selena thought that Benny's, like, worshiping over her was like, I'm going to be real with y'all, alleged, no facts here. Y'all ever date a dude that you knew was uglier than you because you thought they'd be safe? That's kind of what I'm feeling here. And I just keep getting emotionally avoidant from both sides, because even someone that's anxiously attached is still emotionally avoidant because you don't know how to absorb love. You don't know what that looks like and what it feels like, so you'll sabotage a good thing. Now, I'm not saying that it's a good thing. I'm saying it started off with like a lot of love bombing, a lot of, oh, this could be everything. And here's the thing, the honeymoon period, it doesn't last long. It's the honeymoon period in reality is our body, like from a biochemical standpoint, going, we need to make babies to reproduce. It's not actually love. Like falling in love with your best friend, like that's the healthy love. I think that it was originally love bomby from the start, and I probably said that in all my videos. And I think she's starting to see that, yeah, I'm hearing the song, I see your true colors shining through, but I heard, and that's why I hate you, because I've sang that song about exes before and changed the word. That's kind of the vibe so far. Six of Cups. Six of Cups is all about the past and game playing Justin Bieber. I'm telling you, it's triggering the Justin Bieber wound in her. One thing I'll say, though, is I don't think that her ego will let her, because it's like, you know what it's reminding me? Why does this do that? There we go. Okay. Sorry if the lights are just not working for me. Fuck me, really? We got like a million retrograde planets, so honestly, this does not shock me. That's not plugged in. All right, just bear with me, y'all. This is my first time in like a month. Anyway, I feel like Selena has a tendency to self-sabotage. Not saying that Benny Blanco was necessarily the best. I just think that he was simplistic, for lack of a better word. I think he was easygoing. I think when you date someone like Justin Bieber, and I had my own Justin Bieber that, you know, manipulative and cheating. I've dated a Justin Bieber. I get this energy where it's like you know how it's kind of reminding me of Taylor Swift a little bit, where it's like you date someone super toxic, so you're like never again, so then you go to the polar opposite of that. I think that's what she felt. It was like, why is this, is it this light? Sorry, y'all. Is that making it better? Whatever. Anyway, I think she thought that because he was kind of like fawning over her, that it would be different. I think she's used to men that play that tug and pull game. Again, I think Justin took a number and a toll on her, and I just feel like Benny might be getting the residual effects of that, because she didn't feel safe to say how she felt when she was with Justin. Now she's dating this guy that kind of, what I'm hearing is like takes it on the chin, like he tries to be the bigger person. That's why these conflict cards are all in reverse. And so there's a misplaced anger towards Benny, but it's also her going like, what the fuck did I get myself into? Like I keep hearing the song Thank You Next from Ari, where, you know, she has a tendency of jumping from one guy to one guy to one guy instead of healing the root cause of why you're attracting guys that suck to begin with. You know what I mean? And I think that Selena's getting into this headspace where it's like, I dated the douchebags, they treated me like shit. Now I date a nice guy, and it's triggering me, and now I'm treating him like shit, and I feel like he's using me, and I'm kind of using him because I thought that he would be safer, and now I'm starting to realize that it's kind of this energy of like, they're all the same. Oh yeah, I'm hearing the song, it's all the same, only the names have changed. Yeah, she feels like she got another dud. All right. Hierophant's a relationship. Okay. And then the piece, especially with her holding the phone, it's like, especially with the album that came out, it's like I feel like I have egg on my face because I was throwing this relationship out there. I think she low-key was trying to trigger Justin a little bit, like, haha. Like, the album, there was definitely some songs that were towards Justin, but the problem is she didn't learn her ultimate lesson of, like, I need to love me first so that I know what love looks like. She didn't do that. It was more like, I'm going to be alone, focus on my career, which is great. You know, you took some time off of dating, but you have to do the work of, like, well, why do I keep attracting this bad behavior, and what in me needs to change so that this doesn't happen anymore? She's going like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. I think they have fights all the time. I think it's hot and cold all the time. They have really good days, but then they have really bad days, and then she's like, what the hell am I doing? I think she also thinks sometimes that Benny only wants her for clout, which, like, yes and no. Like, kind of. He knew it would bring him up a level. But I also do think that he has feelings for her. It's just more like, because of this industry, a lot of people are more opportunistic and not as tapped into their emotions. The Hermit card. Yeah, this is like, I need to be alone. I want to focus on me. When is this cycle going to end? I feel like what I'm bringing to the table isn't equal to what you're bringing to the table. And I'm still not getting my needs met, and I don't know why. And I feel like what she needs to realize is a main reason why her needs aren't getting met is because she has no idea what they are. I'm going to be real. She doesn't know what her needs are. She knows what she doesn't want because of someone like Justin, but that doesn't mean she knows what she does want. I don't think she knows what she wants. I think that she's in this period of her life where it's like, again, it's like it's springboarding from one. You know what this reminds me of? Because I have a friend that has this issue where they dated someone who was super toxic. And so they were like, never again. But then she ended up becoming emotionally avoidant to counteract it. It's almost like you become the thing you don't want to be to avoid that pain happening again. And I think that Selena got a little emotionally avoidant. She always kind of was, because she couldn't feel her feelings when it came to the Justin situation, because it was always like trying to comfort him and console him. And now she's in a relationship where it's too simple, and it's almost like, especially like as a child that was a parentified child, when you're so used to waiting for the shoe to drop, even when it doesn't, you're still waiting for it. So I see her picking fights that aren't necessary, and then there's just resentment building up on both sides. Yeah, this is like I think she's starting to, there's so much pink too. This is not working. What did I get myself into? I feel like a moron. Like, think about how Ari must have felt when she made that song, Thank You Next. She was probably like, all right, the last guy I'm going to date, we're done. It's a wrap. And we all know that her and SpongeBob just ain't it. You know what I mean? And I think that Selena's kind of having this moment where it's like, every time I think a man is an opportunity, they see me as an opportunity. And that's another problem with Selena, where if she does decide to leave him, which I'll try to get information on, unless she realizes that she's worthy and that she deserves it, you can think that you deserve it, but if you have that core abandonment wound, if you don't heal where that came from, you're still going to attract emotionally avoidant or people that are hot and cold. And for her, it's like, everybody sees me as an opportunity and not a lover. Like, there's no cups at all, is there? Except for 6 of Cups in reverse. So bad memories from the past. There's no cups here. There's no emotion. And there's so many major arcana that's telling me that's like, this is the universe forcing her to take a look. Think about that bike, right? Like, when you're on a treadmill, you're not going to catch anything in front of you because you're still running in one place. And I think she's starting to realize that the work endeavor with Benny Blanco was like a bad move. It was like a fuck you. I want to screw over my label a little bit. I want to prove to you guys that you're wrong and that this is the one and blah, blah, blah. And they're drawing me to a couple that I know is just like this, where the dude cheats constantly and she's been on and off with him for years. And it's like, you're trying to prove that you're not dumb, but no one would think you're dumb if you were just like, I thought he was a good dude and it turns out I was wrong. You know what I mean? Like, she's just so afraid of letting go because it's like, what if I'm wrong? I think she's very in her head. What if I let him go and then I look stupid because we just put out this album about how much we love each other? And then what if the next guy I date's even worse than him? Like, you know when you've been in something really fucking traumatic Like, I really relate to this right now. I dated a Justin Bieber. Like, I feel this in my soul. Like, cheated on me with all my friends. Like, the douchebag. When that bar was already set so low, and then you do some healing work, you go up a level, but you're still going to end up with someone who's emotionally avoidant until you love yourself full force. You know Selena's humble, and you know that she doesn't like to just own, like, yeah, I'm that bad bitch. Like, she is the most humble billionaire I've ever read for. I think she's a billionaire. And so for her, it's like, I don't want to look stupid. How does she feel about Benny? That he's stupid. He's naive. She feels like she was used. She feels used again. It's like, why do these men keep using me for what I can provide and not just want to love me? Yeah, I'm hearing the song, I'm tired of begging you to love me. Shout out Jessie Reyes. Oh my God, I love her. Goodness gracious, this relationship is full of so much hatred. I guess you were right. And that song is about my straight jacket's custom made, though, meaning like I put myself in this situation. So I think she's beating herself up as well because she's a Cancer, right? So it's like I death grip onto things because I'm attached, but at the same time I know it's no good for me. With that 8 of Cups in reverse, it's like smile and wave for the cameras, like I don't want to look stupid. The Lover's reverse, she don't want to be with him. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Sorry, not sorry. Baby, I'm sorry. Me trying to be a soprano. Yeah, quarter life crisis. I'm telling y'all, I think when we started this, she was what, 30, right? Yeah. This is like, I want a new beginning. I feel so embarrassed. Why did I put this shit out in public? Why did I make an album dedicated to our perfect relationship? Why did I lie? This is not something I want to invest in anymore. So yeah, I don't even know what the blind item said, but she's not invested in this. And I wouldn't be shocked if she's making up excuses not to be around him as much or sticking more to work endeavors so that she doesn't have to face the relationship. Like, this is just giving me get me out. Like, that's the vibe. Get me out, but I don't want to look stupid. And I have this theory that a lot of couples in Hollywood break up long before we even find out about it. They just put it on for the press. Emotionally, she's checked out. I don't feel any love in this. I feel resentment. I feel like I've been played. Yeah, I'm hearing the song Played the Fool before, but your lies ain't working now. Look who's hurting now. Yeah, let's see where Benny's at. How's he feeling? As I drop the King of Cups and he's a fucking water sign. That's great. I think he feels like I'm burnt out. I have nothing left to give. No matter what I say or do, it's never good enough. I can never make you happy. You're impossible. I feel like he thinks that he's dealing with a child. I think he's actually smarter than we give him credit for. I feel like he plays like I think he has this lighthearted, playful side to deal with some sort of like his own emotional trauma that he doesn't want to really partake in. And so for him, it's like, I think sometimes he gets depleted by how up and down she is, and then he might end up being a little bit cruel with that King of Cups in reverse. It's almost like, I don't feel like I'm in a relationship. I feel like I'm babying you, and I'm kind of tired of this shit. Is there an age gap between them? I really don't remember, because I almost feel like you're too young, you're too naive, you're too childish. What did I get myself into? They're both feeling this way. Yikes. 4 Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is like, I can't create a home here. I almost wonder if she went through his phone. I keep being drawn to the phone imagery. I feel like she's the type where it's like, I don't trust you. Let me go through your phone. I think she's a lot. I'm not going to lie. I know shade. Honestly, I like Selena Gomez's energy. It reminds me of Princess Diana. Very soft. But, again, bipolar. If left untreated, and if you're not dealing with the root causes of why you feel the need to lash out. I know there's chemical imbalances, but there's always a root, right? And I just feel like there might have been times where she kicked him out of the house, but then wanted him to come back. I go through your phone because I don't trust you. I wouldn't even be shocked if he like humors people on Instagram, like hot chicks, Instagram DMs, stuff like that. It gives me like emotional cheating, maybe boundary issues. Like, I'm not getting my needs met by Selena, so I'm taking in all of the love and attention. Yeah, what is that song? I don't want to give you the wrong impression. I need love and affection. He's not getting his emotional needs met from Selena because Selena doesn't know how to trust. And so it's always a fight. And then I think he goes outside of the relationship to get that emotional. Yeah, it's reminding me of the show Nobody Wants This on Netflix. If you haven't watched it and you like rom-coms, you got to watch that show. But it's like, there's a couple in that show where the wife is very emotionally aggressive, so he ends up like being friends with another woman, and you could tell that like that's the emotions that he's missing from his wife. I think that Benny's kind of doing that. I don't know if he's talking to an ex. Could be, because I brought that up, but it's just giving me like I'm getting my emotional needs met elsewhere. So if somehow Selena's crew is watching this and girl, you needed something to leave him for, I guess that's it, but it takes two. So like, you got to take accountability for your end as well. But I do think she's kicked him out of the house. They've had fights, but then it's like, it's giving me breakup to makeup. Do you know what I mean? Like, we fight, and then I feel like I'm losing you. That's hitting my abandonment wound, and I want you back. And then I'm with you, and then I realize that this is lackluster because it's just not healthy, and I realize that it's not healthy, but I don't want anyone else to have you because what if I'm wrong? Like, do you see how fast I'm going? This is like Selena's brain all of the time. It's like, what if I'm wrong? What if I'm this? What if I break up with him and then he becomes a great guy and then I'm jealous and like, what if this? And like, and I even think she would go as far as to be like, I think she knows in her heart that Justin's not the one, but I also see her being like, why couldn't he commit to me? Like, she's just really kind of spiraling. Mercury retrograde and all these planets might be doing a number on her. And everyone, to be honest, if you're at least semi in tune with the universe. Can you bring me back down? Her energy's a lot. That's the point. I think that's why they showed me it, because it's like, why would Benny feel safe when he's waiting for a shoe to... Both of them are waiting for the shoe to drop. And both of them feel like the other one... They can't trust each other. There's no trust in this relationship. How does Benny feel? An opportunity not worth investing in. But smile for the cameras. Look at all the phone imagery. I'm telling you. It's like, this makes me look good. This helps me with my work endeavors. This makes me even more money. But if I'm asking about love, where the fuck is the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups? Like, the Lovers came out reversed. And I also think that he feels like her expectations are too... I feel like you're asking me for too much. And I think he's avoidant to an extent too. Because remember, you go from someone who's very abusive and cheating, you go up a level to just emotionally avoidant. So you're still not in a healthy relationship. You're just better off than where you were in the beginning. That's kind of the vibe for Selena. She took a step up where, okay, maybe I'm not being cheated on and I don't have to worry about the mood swings. But then she became the very person that traumatized her to begin with. Do you see how that works? Benny doesn't want this. He thinks that she's a bitch. I'm going to be honest. He thinks she's a bitch. They have fights all the time. He feels like he's caught between a rock and a hard place. I think they're both kind of in this energy of like, we both know we don't want to be in this, but we've already shown all of the world why they're wrong and why we should be together. So... we're going to look stupid if we break up. So I would not be shocked if... Are they going to break up? Let's just fucking ask. Are they going to break up? See, with the Six of Swords in reverse, I think of the Six of Swords as like a needed change, necessary movement forward. I also think that she has girls in her head kind of getting her worried. Again, I think he's talking to women on like Instagram or something. Where, again, it's hitting a wound of, like, I'm not enough. Why am I not enough? Like, I'm literally... I feel like I've said this in another one of her readings. Where it's like, I'm looking at your phone and I'm going like this. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I just... You're not going to convince me this relationship is healthy. Like, it's just not. Will they break up? I think it's a power thing for both of them. So, it's almost like they... it's like they want permission from... I think... Here's my thing. They might do... what like all these couples have been doing. Like, I told y'all a while ago that I saw Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis splitting up. There's a couple other couples, but I can't think of them. And it's like they slowly fade, and then suddenly you find out that they've been separated this whole time. I feel like we might get something similar here where they play the role because, again, they just released that music, right? But this is all about saving face. Will they break up? Eight of Wands. Yeah, and think about this picture, right? Like, I'm trying to suck it in. I'm trying to look like I got it so I can get the accolades. I don't know if their music could be up for... I don't watch none of those. Choice Awards, whatever the fuck they got going on. So maybe they're worried about, like, I don't want to screw up getting an award. And then, you know, maybe people won't listen to this music because I'm not in love. And, you know, like, it's... What's that song? What is the song that I like that's on her album that I think about my ex with. What's that song, Spirit? Give it to, I can't think. How Does It Feel to Be Forgotten? I think she did that song about Justin, if I'm going to be real with you. I could feel it. And now it's like, oh my God. He's still in his marriage. Now he's got a kid. I'm going to look stupid if I end this engagement. Like, this is all worrying about what other people think. So, Ten of Wands is a burden not worth having. But Chariot card, I feel stuck. Honestly, do I think that they're still in a relationship? If you could call it that. Maybe I just have way higher standards these days. I don't know. But it's toxic. It's emotionally abusive at times on both ends. I think that Benny's the one that kind of like takes it on a chin till he builds up, and then he explodes. And I think Selena, for him, I'm seeing like the Nine of Wands in reverse. So it's like I'm walking on eggshells to make sure I don't trigger you. But it's like, I think she gets triggered, but she doesn't want to lose him at the same time. So there's that push and pull dynamic where it's like, I love you, get the fuck away from me, you're toxic, but no one else can know that. It's giving me the unevolved cancers, because I know a girl. Say it with me, y'all. I know a girl. Where she like rode to the end, like even made excuses like, all right, we can have threesomes then because she knew he would cheat, or you can have a don't ask, don't tell, because she just wouldn't let him go because she didn't want to lose him. And she was a Cancer sun, but at the same time, she knew it was toxic. Eventually, they blew up and they broke up. So maybe they're showing me that because eventually it might hit that place. But honestly, I don't think we'll see any of it because Selena wants to save face. Benny wants to save face. We see that with all these celebrities. So this probably will end up being one of those like, oh, due to our careers going in different directions, we've lost time to be together. And so we've decided to... Remember how I told y'all you guys thought they were going to get married right away? And I was like, they're going to draw out that engagement because I'm telling you, Selena doesn't actually want to marry him. And now look, there's blind items that they want to break up. I believe that. I just think they're too proud. So last time, will they break up? Nine of Wands. What was I just saying? What was I just saying? That's definitely how Benny feels. But then look at all of the... I feel like Selena incessantly might be looking at social media like, I can't let him go. Everybody's relying on me to make this relationship work. Everybody wants me to have this happy ending. I don't want to let my fans down. I don't want to look stupid. I don't want Justin to get the last laugh. Like, that's definitely a thought in her mind. Justice. What concerns me is because her lack of self-love isn't as strong as I wish it was for her, because I like her, I do. Unless she starts nurturing herself, I think they just might continue to ride this out as long as they can and let people believe that they're in a loving relationship. But I wouldn't be shocked if they keep a lot of time separate from each other. Because, do they live together? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Do they live together? Because this is like, I'm trying to stay away from you. Like, both of them. Trying to stay away from you. I feel like Benny's more the people pleaser, where it's like, I don't even know how to make you happy, but I'm going to try. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if he, like, buys her things just to, like... It reminds me a lot of, like, if you've been a parentified child, you'll get this, where it's like, you try to kiss ass to the parent that's emotionally volatile so that you can keep yourself safe. Like, I feel like that's how Benny feels. Whereas Selena's like spiraling. She's just spiraling. I think the universe is kind of forcing her to realize that, like, you can date as many people as you want, but until you start to realize why these patterns keep happening, you're going to keep attracting emotionally avoidant. You can't settle. If something feels like a red flag off the rip, you have to acknowledge that. And I think Selena saw a lot of red flags in the beginning where I think she even questioned, is Benny using me for an opportunity? Yes, and. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he was into her, of course. She's Selena Gomez, but... she's used to people being opportunistic, and she got another one. Yeah, I'm hearing another one. Yeah, the Devil reverse. She wants out with the Empress and the Devil card reverse. It's just that the universe might have to force them apart. Strength card, vulnerable. I think she's terrified of getting another Justin Bieber. I think that's what it boils down to. Two of Wands, friction. I think she might lean into career as well as him, keep themselves busy so they have less and less time with each other. You know, the married couples that avoid each other at all costs. That's kind of the vibe here. I want to check real quick, how does Selena feel about the whole Justin thing? Because this keeps coming out, so what do you want to tell me? Oh, that was creepy, right? of Cups. It's triggering the old, this is what I just said. He's a water sign, Knight of Cups, Three of Swords in reverse. It's triggering the old, I've been saying this, you can watch my whole Selena Benny playlist. I've been saying this since the dawn of time. She attracted Benny. He was supposed to be a karmic to reflect the wounds that she didn't deal with Justin. They're all coming to a head right now. And she feels like if I let this go, he wins. And that's not a way to look at it, because if you're not happy, you're not winning regardless. You know what I mean? I think she also wanted to get reactions out of him with that album, because it's like, you know, again, like I've been telling you with all the retrogrades, the stages of grief, you hit that anger point. I think she hit the anger point and it was like, haha, let me show you how much my life is better. And while you're in that miserable marriage, I'm going to show off that I'm engaged to the love of my life. And then, nope, nope. It's like you were manifesting a soulmate, but unfortunately, because you haven't done the work, you're going to have to manifest the karmic first. And Benny is a karmic that triggered the, I just asked about Justin, and then the Knight of Cups comes out. The emotional immaturity that she didn't deal with him before is starting to come to a head. And I think Benny is definitely paying the price. Seven of Cups. She's also terrified of looking stupid, which is not fair, girl. Just, I think it's really coming out for her just how bad it was. And I think it's like, when you have all that trauma stored in your nervous system that you didn't deal with because you had to survive, and then you're in a place where you actually can survive and calm yourself, those old wounds, they start to come up because your subconscious mind is going, I'm ready to deal with this so I can let it go, so I can move forward. And I don't think she has anyone that she could really talk to about, I mean, I hope she's in therapy, but if she's not, and with these sevens here, this is like fated. It's what I've been saying. I'm telling you, she manifested Benny as a reflector. It's like a mirror into her past. She's finally seeing how bad he was. And it's like, I can't get this out of my head. It's like, I cannot let this engagement fail, because then he's won. Because right now it's like your brain and your body, they don't understand time, because time's not real anyway. But anyway, so what she's feeling right now is all the trauma that she didn't deal with because she had to survive being with Justin. So now it's all coming to a surface because she's in a place where she can deal with it. The only thing is, I don't think she understands what healing is to that extent. So she's like, oh my God, I'm going dark. I'm going crazy. I'm going insane. But it's like, you never allowed yourself to feel the grief. You never allowed yourself to feel the anger. And so now that it's all coming up because your spouse is triggering it, it's like, what are you going to do with this information now? But her pride is what's getting in the way. Does she have any Leo placements or any fixed placements? Because, I mean, Cancer energy, they hold on to their spouse. They really don't let go. But there's just something here, man, where she just, I think she even has moments where she believes that she's not over Justin, which I would say, if somehow she watched this, that's not true, girl. You're not over what happened to you. I think she has moments where it's like, should I reach out? She's not going to. But she has moments where she's like, should I reach out? Because don't worry, that Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. But she sees Justin, and again, it's that comparison, right? When you feel insecure with yourself, you're going to compare yourself to people outside. And it's like, Justin's dropping new music. Justin's partying. And we all see him falling apart, and it's all over the media. But when you want to see things a certain way, your bias is going to cloud everything with that Seven of Cups there. So it's like, he's got the marriage, he's got the kid, now he's putting out new music, and he's helping other younger people that we haven't heard of get into the spotlight. And what do I have for myself? I'm in this loveless engagement. Like, it's all comparison, and it's all old pain that's coming up to the surface to be dealt with. That's the problem. Benny's getting the thick of it, but honestly, I think that was always meant to happen, because Benny was never supposed to be the one. He was supposed to be the one to trigger the wounds, but Selena has a very strong attachment to people. Anything else before I call it, Spirit? She really does want to communicate with Justin. But it's giving me like a hot and cold energy, where sometimes it's like she wants to save him. Like, reach out, act like friends, test the waters. Because it's like, why am I still thinking about you? Why do I still care? Like, that type of vibe. But then there's also this other energy where it's like, you should have to deal with what you've done to me. I think that's why she wrote some songs in that Benny Blanco album that we're low-key about Justin, allegedly. Because it's like I'm trying to poke the bear to get a reaction to see that you're not doing well either. I mean, we all know that he's not doing well. But in her mind, it's like, again, what is it? Confirmation bias. When you want to see a certain thing, you're going to see it. So in her mind, it's like, well, if he really wasn't happy with Haley, he would have left her by now, because he left me a million times. So what does she have that I don't? It's like all these wounds are coming up. But honestly, if she were to lean into this, it reminds me like you got to grow through it. You know what I mean? And if she doesn't push this down, this could be a real good breakthrough for her. I think that she, like many of us, I think she's a people pleaser. She has trouble allowing herself to feel the anger, which, trust me, girl, I get. I've been in the anger phase for like a month. This shit is hard. It takes everything in me not to tell motherfuckers off, and I get that. But when you reach that anger stage, you don't realize how close you are to the detachment stage. And I hope that somehow she can realize that she's getting closer to releasing him than she realizes. But I do feel that once she does reach that point where it's like, I don't care about Justin, I don't care to look into it, I wish you well way over there, I think the usefulness of Benny is going to be gone. Because I think the original point was like, I'm dating your best friend. Now I'm madly in love with him because I think I'm madly in love with him, which in reality was just another trauma bond. And so it was like, get to throw it in your face after everything you've done to me. I don't think this was ever based on a healthy love. I think it was just better than Justin. And now she's in this place where it's like, well, all these wounds are coming out. Benny's not giving me what I need. And so, bye, Felicia. Like, that's really the vibe. And so, it just depends on how much she wants to ride this out. Do I think they're going to get married? No. Absolutely not. Real quick, will they get married? No. Didn't I sing the song, Baby, I'm Sorry, I'm Not Sorry? Look at this. With the no gesture? No. I don't know. Absolutely not. I would be shocked, honestly. I think they're going to ride out this engagement until they can pull one of those, our careers are heading us in different directions, so we've mutually decided to, whatever. You know what I mean? Knight of Wands, yeah, because they're so aggressive towards each other. I think it's getting more toxic, or it's been toxic for a while. I think they fight way too much. Six of Pentacles is an unequal exchange, but it also, remember what I was saying, traveling and working, so it's like I don't have time. Also, side note, I don't know where this is coming from. Is Selena overspending lately? Do we know? Or maybe just investing in other endeavors, because it's kind of giving me like I'm trying to find things to take my mind off of all of this. So I wouldn't be shocked if, like, I don't know, maybe she kickstarts another business, or her beauty line. Doesn't she have a beauty line? She might be investing in that more too. It's like, I gotta use something to get out of the situation I'm in. Yeah, I don't buy that they're gonna get married. Five of Cups, absolutely not. I mean, Five of Cups is next to the Two of Cups, which is practically at the end of the deck. Like, no. I think eventually, like I said, when she reaches clarity and she knows that there's like, look at how she's looking at light. It's almost like when I see that there's hope on the other side. I think this might be like sometime after she releases. She might really, I kind of feel like she's going to release another album just to get the heat off of the album that involves Benny. You know what I mean? Because it's like, remember when we were all obsessed with Ari and Ethan because they were in the middle of Wicked, but now they're not in Wicked anymore. So like they're not in the headlines anymore. It's kind of giving me that. Like when I have my own music or my own endeavor where the focus is solely on me and not our relationship, and people kind of move on a little bit and focus on me alone, then maybe I'll leave. Like, that's kind of the vibe. But for now, I think they're just going to continuously be toxic towards each other. Yeah, Page of Swords in reverse is like fighting. And also, like, this reminds me with Page of Swords in reverse, like, pent up aggression that's then being passively aggressively blown out of proportion. And that isn't always about the situation. Like, I think that her anger with the whole Justin situation, she's probably taken out on Benny. Benny felt safe, so she goes off on him. I think he takes a lot. And he just allows it, because it's like, well, I got Selena Gomez, like, you know, but it's opportunistic. But the Sun in reverse is sadness. It's like, oh my God, I look so, especially with Insta famous on it, it's like, I look so stupid. And all these phones, I'm telling you, she's got to be going through his phone or something, or she's like chronically online reading about how you guys love her and Benny, so it's like, fuck, I gotta ride this through. Yeah, with the Ten of Cups. This is like, I wanted a family. My only worry is this kind of reminds me of like, what's the possibility of this happening? 30-40%. She might have a kid with him to fix it. There's a possibility. It feels like 30-40% chance, but it's definitely something that's in her mind that's like, well, Justin had a baby and that seemed to fix their marriage, which we all know that didn't. But again, confirmation bias, right? When you want to see something a certain way, you're going to see it that way. And I think she's like, well, I wanted my family. You know what it reminds me of? Those rom-coms where like the woman can't make a relationship work, so she's like, I'm just gonna have a baby on my own, and then picks a sperm donor. That's kind of the vibe. Like, I'm getting older. It's reminding me of like, you know how they say once you're like 35, it's geriatric eggs. So I do think she's concerned about that as well. I want to be a mom. I wanted to have a family. But the fact that she's like sad, I hope she's talking to a therapist with that. But they're fighting. And she wants a baby. But it honestly feels like a mixture of I want a baby because I think that's going to fix things, mixed with I want a baby because that's the next step in life and that's what I should be doing, mixed with that fixed Justin and Haley's marriage, which it didn't, and we all know that. But again, confirmation bias. So, yeah. I'm going to leave it here. This was a little draining, so we'll see. I don't know what you guys want me to look at in future readings, so let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, with Five of Wands in the reverse being the first card, this is like we're having fights at home and we may look like we're close, but that ego's getting in the way and we fight all the time like cats and dogs, but we don't want no one else to know about it. And with all this red here, it also reminds me of the root chakra, so it's like I don't feel safe, so I'm taking it out on the people closest to me. Not that this relationship was ever all that healthy, to be honest. I think it was like honeymoon phase, we rushed it, and now it's like buyer's remorse. Again, going back to that song, Buyer's Remorse. You guys should check that song out. If Alyssa's here, I believe that's her name, feel free to link your song in my comments, girl. Before I go, also, to those that are going to leave this video now, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sitting through the ads. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. If you want to book a private reading, like I said, I'm burnt the hell out. I'm hoping to start again next week. We will see. And I'll reach out to you all individually. And if you want to be put on the wait list, just shoot me an email with the subject line wait list. I haven't had my work phone on until this very second. It has not been on for like a month, so bear with me. And to the rest of you, I was supposed to start the video with this, but this is how off kilter I am. I hooked up with an all-natural group of ladies. No, mom with kids. We went over this before. She sent me a whole bunch of products that are 25% off, courtesy of your bestie. It's a home, family-owned store. She makes all-natural body wash, all-natural shower gel. Sorry, I don't remember what this one was. Wonderland. Coconut watermelon. This shit smells, oh my God, so good. I've been using her body wash for like years now, like a couple of years. I found her on Etsy and I was like, girl, I love your shit so much. People need to know about you. Mud face mask, cool as hell. Obviously I've used it already because I make a mess out of everything. They have bath bombs. They have a bunch of other stuff. And like I said, all natural. We got to support our small businesses, especially in this current state of affairs. Let's stop giving our money to corporate greed. Look at this. What is this, lavender? Serenity bath bomb. Bath bombs, body wash, shower gels. She makes this all natural chapstick that's kind of like Burt's Bees. And you get 25% off, courtesy of your bestie. So please check her out because I was the one that reached out to her because I love her products so much that I wanted to get you guys to check her out. So feel free to check her out. I'm going to try to remember to put it in the description box. If I don't, remind me, because like I'm burnt out, y'all. Hopefully by Monday it'll be better. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to see in future videos. Let me know what you've heard about in regards to Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, follow me on all my socials. Follow me on Facebook, besties. Come join me on Facebook, and let me know if you made it till the end of this video. Put a little butterfly emoji if you did. And I will see you guys in my next video, so thank you so much for watching.
Life's complicated, we all have our faults. The more we are separate, we close off our hearts. No vulnerability and we can't connect. Lean on our vices to try and forget that we're only human, we we simply try?